Hey, it's me, Alex. Geography. Today we're going to again randomly pick a place to study. We've got National Geographic's Atlas of the World, my favorite book. We're gonna put it in our lap, open it up to a random page. 1, 2, 3, go. Whoa. The title of this page is Greece. Well, first of all, a lot was going on in Greece thousands of years ago. The Aegean Sea is full of a ton of little islands. I myself went to an island called Mykonos. Oh, I found it! Mykonos. Gosh, it's fun to say these names. Thessaloniki. Oh, I've heard of that before. Greece is in Europe. Its official name is the Hellenic Republic. Its capital is Athens. It has a population of 10,761,523. The official language is Greek. So get this, Greece has the longest coastline in all of Europe. And you know why? Because of all the tiny little islands. The Aegean Sea, the Ionian Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea bordering it. Mount Olympus is Greece's highest point, and Mount Olympus is the place where the ancient Greeks thought that the gods lived. Maybe they did live there. Who am I to say?
The first great civilization in Greece was over 4,000 years ago.
The time of 2000 BCE on the island of Crete, and it was the first great civilization of Greece. It was called the Minoan culture. Minoan. Eventually, though, the ancient Greek area was divided into a few different places: Athens, Sparta, Thebes, and Corinth. Athens became the most powerful in around 500 BCE, which is 2,500 years ago, 2,500 years ago. They invented democracy. True. But during that time, only the men could vote. Greece also invented the Olympic Games. The very first Olympic Games were held in 700 BCE to honor Zeus, but only men could compete, and the events were just sprinting, long jump, discus, javelin, wrestling, and chariot racing. The Greek gods and goddesses are super cool to learn about. One of the goddesses is named Aphrodite. She's the goddess of love and beauty. She's the subject of this painting called The Birth of Venus by Botticelli. Athena. Athena was the goddess of reason and wisdom and war. She famously sprung fully formed from the forehead of Zeus. Artemis is the goddess of the hunt. Ares, rah, god of bloodlust and war. Athena was the more noble aspect of war. Ares was like the I wanna kill you kind of war. Apollo was really one of the most important ones because he was the god of wisdom. He was also very feared because he was smarter than everyone else. Demeter was the agricultural goddess, so she would be protecting your plants. Dionysus was the god of like birthday parties. Hades is the god of the dead. He rules the underworld, so he makes sure they stay down there. But he also ushers them down there. There's lots of different places to live in the underworld. It's not all bad. Hera was the sister and wife of Zeus, and she was the goddess of the home. Hera had plenty to be mad about because Zeus was always running off to Earth. Hermes is the god of music and luck and deception, and he was really, really fast, and so he was a messenger.
Poseidon is the god of the sea with a trident.
And of course, last but not least, Zeus. He was the chief god, but the way that Zeus became the chief god was with his two brothers, Hades and Poseidon. He overthrew his father Kronos, who was a titan, and he was very large. Oh, also Zeus controls the weather and like whether or not the sun comes up and stuff like that. So you can see how he might be like the most important god. Why did the lightning burn down my house? Zeus. Why is it flooding? Zeus.